Facebook is promising changes to fight the spread of misinformation and fake news on the social network. Founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg is laying out a plan to keep phony news stories off Facebook feeds. Jericka Duncan spoke with a former Facebook worker who says the company should have seen this coming. Jericka, good morning.
Good morning. Zuckerberg has been adamant about making sure all points of view have a place on Facebook, but he took time out from an international conference to address the growing debate over fake news. And some say questionable decisions Facebook made months ago might have made the problem worse. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg told global leaders in Peru he wants to connect the world.
You can take any system in the world and make it much, much better than it is today.
But even as he demonstrated virtual reality to Peru's president, he was forced to deal with a more troubling reality back at home, the seemingly unchecked proliferation of fake news on the site. A Facebook representative addressed the controversy Monday.
The amount of news that is on our site that is, as you would call it, fake news is very small, but we're not satisfied with that.
Zuckerberg outlined 7 ways the social media giant hopes to curtail misinformation: stronger detection measures, easy reporting of fake stories by users, third-party verification by fact-checking organizations, and possibly adding warnings, flagging false stories by third parties or the Facebook community. But critics say Zuckerberg's proposed fixes are too little, too late.
I think as a diplomatic answer, it was great, but I think what people really want are more specifics, and he failed to deliver that.
Adam Schroeder was contracted to work for Facebook's trending topics division in May. He says he was laid off 4 months later, and the division was eliminated. In your opinion, should Mark Zuckerberg have seen this coming?
Maybe not Mark Zuckerberg per se, but leaders within the company should have been paying more attention to what was, showing up in people's news feeds for sure.
Schroeder's job was to help make sure that inaccurate news didn't trend on Facebook, but he says his division was eliminated just weeks after criticism earlier this year that Facebook's information gatekeepers were suppressing conservative viewpoints. He says his division could have helped minimize the amount of fake news.
By stopping fake news from trending, you're likely to stop fake news from spreading further. And I think that one of the biggest principles of journalism is making sure that people have truthful, accurate, and fair news.
I asked Schroeder how much personal responsibility we as Facebook users should bear in making sure the news we share is accurate. He told me it's unrealistic for everyone to fact-check all the news on their feeds, so he says it's up to the distributor, in this case Facebook, to step in.
I've seen a lot of fake news on Facebook. Yep. Not just political stuff, other stuff about foods and what's in foods and that kind of stuff.
Some people are not fact-checking. They don't know the difference. So it seems like Facebook is rethinking things over there.
They absolutely have to. They've gotten so much attention, and you see Mark Zuckerberg doing all the steps now.
We need to do a story on who's creating this fake news, what the agenda is behind that, and where it comes from. Jericka, thank you so much.